Shmai, hello, welcome back to Griffiths Graphics. Today I'm going to do a logo challenge. There is a lot of logo challenges out there you can do. You can have a daily logo challenge and so on. But one of my bad habits is when I go away or when I go out, when I'm driving on the motorway, I'm always looking out for logos and fonts and branding. And, I judge when on the motorway, you see a lorry pass and I'm looking at their logo and branding. I'm like, yeah, okay, it could be done a lot better, refined it. Maybe it needs updating and so on. And with that, it's like almost a bad habit. And I'm always looking out for brands and logos wherever I go. And for example, last night I went for food with my missus and we sat down in the window seat at an Italian restaurant. And right opposite us, there was a Chinese. And I kept looking at the font and I'm like, why the heck did you use this? So with that in mind, it gave me a bit of an idea. So for this logo challenge, I'm going to go on Google Maps and I'm going to drop a pin on a specific location, random, city, town, so on. When it lands, I have to pick a business of that location and rebrand it, and I have to do it within 30 minutes, right? So with that in mind, I'm going to start it off with the UK, and I'm allowed to go anywhere in the world, right? The plan is when I start to post this and do a little bit of series, I want people to give me locations and streets to do it. So suggest things in the comments and then make sure you like and subscribe to the video. So with that then, all said and done, I'm going to start picking a pin. And I want to start in a city I've never been to in the UK, right? So the first one I'm going to see, I have been talking about going to Edinburgh again this year. So with that, I might go to Glasgow. If I put that back in there, let's zoom closer to Glasgow. And I'm going to pick a business in Glasgow. Right, so I think I'm in the city here. It looks like the city area. And I'm going to drop it. Let me just drop it here and see if there's anything there, right? Or do I drop it closer to the water? Let me drop it here. I'm not looking. Right. So these are all quite new businesses. So I've got Chanel, Frasers, Kiko, Milan Clothing Company, Karen Millen. These are very posh. If you know anything about Glasgow, am I on Buchanan Street? It sounds very posh. Michael Cobbs, Omega. I don't think I'll dare to do any one of these really because they've already been done. Let me try somewhat else then, right? So I'm going to zoom out. So I take 3 chances to do this, right? That's the rules. So the rules, before I carry on, the rules are I'm not allowed to move forward or back, only a 360 view. And then I'm allowed to either drop it 3 times or pick one of 3 businesses in that area, right? So there was plenty of businesses there, but I didn't pick any. So I'm going to repin now. So I've got 2 more repins before I can pick. So if I go here then, maybe more of a back street, and I'm quite in the back street here. This is a polar opposite. So this is more of a community area. Anderson Church of Scotland. I have to repin. I don't think there's nothing around here. Let me try again. Right, I'm going to get closer, I think, and see what's around here. School of Art. There must be like a coffee shop around there. It's a Primark or Primani or whatever you want to call it. Buchanan bus stop, galleries. Let me go here. There must be something here. Right, okay. So there's some graffiti. I'm on Renfrew Street. Boots. See Boots. Grand Ballroom. Is that a hotel then? Doubletree by Hilton. Right, I'm going to go for that. I'm going to go for the Doubletree by Hilton, right? So, piece of paper. Let's get into this. I always start any brand project by just a blank piece of paper and write down DoubleTree by Hilton, right? Or obviously I don't start every project by writing that same word down, but I write the brand name or the company name, right? And then I do my research. So let's go on to DoubleTree by Hilton, Glasgow. Ooh, very pretty, right? So it's a pretty building. I always look at images. I'm very visual. I like looking at images. Don't know why is it called DoubleTree then. Let's find out. Can I find out? So I'm starting looking at the history of the place, right? So it's always been like a hotel, it looks like. It was invested 100 million by Maris Hospitality, Hilton Glasgow. DoubleTree Hilton Hotel Glasgow. When was it built? Okay, so there's nothing really interesting here. DoubleTree Glasgow Hilton. So key places in Glasgow then. Let me, like, that's quite a poor logo chart personally. Like, it's an obvious, like, you could create it so much. Hilton, right, is known for being quite high. I would say Hilton's a high market. Hilton Hotels. I would say Hilton is quite a high-end brand, right? Hilton Hotels is high-end, right? High-end. So you want sophistication. I can't spell, right? So refined. And that logo, even if they invest 100 million into the business, that logo is done on clip art. Personally, it's not. You can refine that so much nicer, and it doesn't work with the inside of the building. Like, the inside of the building is so modern. It's beautiful. So I think we need it to be contemporary. Bring it up to date, you know. Up to date, modern, okay, and that goes back to sophistication. And this is how I build my brand, right, or whatever. I write a lot of things down and I see if there's connections. It's not a pretty looking building, to be honest. From here, it's a brown, but then I think that most hotels like that color. Quite a fancy interior. I think it needs to be quite clean, modern. If I go on Hilton Hotels, see what their logo is. Their logo is a serif-based font with a box around it. It's very clean, sophisticated, with the motto underneath, for the stay. Personally, I would stick with that outline. So because it's Hilton's logo has a box and then it's it's a serif-based font. It's a serif-based font, right? So I need to look up here now. It's a serif-based font, so it makes it a bit more, but it looks a bit slabby. It's a slab serif. So a slab serif is it's still got the serif, but instead of like a tail, it's more of a slab. It's like a brick. So I would say it's a slab. Let's say slab serif. So that already modernizes it. So with that in mind, I want to mimic that, because obviously it's part of Hilton. So with that, I think I know where I want to go. So I'm going to take this, screenshot Hilton, bang. I'm going to get a DoubleTree logo. Where's the DoubleTree? Bang. Right? And I'm just creating the logo. I'm not creating anything to do with, I'm not creating any brand. It's just the logo today. So, and it's a challenge. And I want to do it quickly as well. So we're already low on time. So place my, I got so many screenshots, please ignore. Screenshot them, bang, bang, right. So I like that logo, right, by the Hilton. So DoubleTree needs to be on the, should it be in the same vibe or not? There needs to be a distinguishable. Obviously, DoubleTree it's its own thing. It's its own identity, and you can see that from this logo. It's its own identity. DoubleTree is a serif base, but then that by Hilton is a sans serif font. So it's obviously distinguishing the both. Don't know why, but there must be a reason, right? So, and I haven't had the time to look into it because of this video, right? Before anyone hates on it. Right, so I'm gonna put, I'm trying to think about it. Let's just put Gilroy in first. Gilroy is a basic, it's a clean font, contemporary, double, and it's one word as well, right? So I could play with weight, I don't know. No, I don't like that. Right, so DoubleTree by Hilton for stay. So I do think it needs to be slightly different. I'm gonna go very minimalist. I like my lined logo bases, and I'm gonna do this quite quick, right? Stroke, bang. I think this would be such an obvious way to do this brand. And I'm going to do 3 leaves. Because it's in Glasgow as well, right? I'm not going to make it dedicated to Glasgow because I've seen that they've got a DoubleTree in Bristol and also in other places as well across the UK. So I'm not going to dedicate it to Glasgow because that's not their brand. So, but if they were building a brand, for example, you would consider how this would look in different places. So you could have an icon that would manipulate or change depending on the city. So with Glasgow, you would have the flower of Scotland or something pop up, or a feature of Glasgow's, because I've never been to Glasgow, a feature of Glasgow's landscape to be featured in the icon, or just something, just a tied location. So Bristol, you would have the SS Great Britain, you would have the dock and the river and the canals going through it, maybe like a squiggle or something to identify the city. But that's how a brand moves. A logo is just like that identifier to start off with. So that's like one of the most basic trees you can have. And I know I'm conscious on time now. And that's the thing as well, like, I've deleted it, bring it back. I'm conscious on time because I wanted to challenge myself for quick times, like. I do think it needs to be a slab serif. No, that's not nice. Sans? Scale, maybe. Scale would be nice. Right, that's enough to distinguish it from there, wouldn't it? Make it a bit 3, 5. That's nice. I like that. I just like that font. Scale is one of my go-to fonts at the moment. I just like how it looks modern, but still has, and that's like the route I want to go, like bringing into the new century type thing. What can I use? If I, well, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just creating. Yeah, I'm gonna do a square. I think this will be the classic. And then I'm going to invert this then. Because a tree could represent 2 leaves, couldn't it, really? And that's how I'm looking at it. not gonna lie, I quite like that just because it's simple. It goes well with the modernicity of the modern style. Modernicity, what is that crap? But modern side of the interior. So bear in mind, I'm trying to do this very quick. So there's no initial practice or anything. And I know, like, I've missed a lot of information, a lot of research, none of that. So a proper brand is designed because of research and considerations, a lot of thinking behind the scenes, right? But this, I've literally just gone straight to the laptop. I haven't really, the only things I've sketched is that, right? On the back of that. So it just shows, I do like that. Doubletree by Hilton. So it would be, if I expand, obviously that's not the correct logo for Hilton because I've just traced it, but you could have that right next door then, and you could have, I don't know what font. Let me put just a serif, a sans serif font. I'm gonna put Boy there, by Hilton. I do think that looks nice, looks clean there. So let's go back to this, right? So the Doubletree, it looks nicer than sophisticated. I would say it looks a bit sophisticated. It's more refined and modern. It's more modern. You see a lot of businesses now, they cut down on detail. They bring out the minimalist side of things. Electric cars, big thing with branding. Don't get me started on electric cars, but yeah. I don't think I need to distinguish things, but I think that works well like that. Let me play with this. I've got some time. I think I've got 10 minutes left. Is that nicer? I quite like that. Right, I think I'm going to leave it like that, I think. Let me, I just want to refine it all. So if I bring them out, I prefer it like this, I think. Doubletree. Oh, option, expand. Hopefully that doesn't increase in that way. So Doubletree. So that's how it would look on its own. Now would maybe with by Hilton underneath. By Hilton. And then let's do one with it being on its own, because that's how people want to identify as well. Like, get it stamped on invites, letters, cards, blah, 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 entries on your menus and things. You want it maybe just a simple icon on its own. Yeah, that could be its smaller. Right, perfect. So if I say get rid of that. Before anyone says anything, don't copy what I've done doing this in Illustrator. I've done this as quick as I can, right? You should be working in layers. You should be working with correct tools. But yeah, this is like how, yeah. So with that then, I think I'm happy with this. It's so simple, but I think it's way better than that. I don't like that logo one bit. And if you built this brand further, it would have its own brand. So yes, maybe it looks like, oh, I've just put two shapes together. Yeah, but it's a double tree it's a quick way to show that. But also that vector could be used as many things as you want. And I really like this. That works well, see, in my opinion. That works quite tidy. Again, I haven't laid it out. I haven't structured it. So that might be something I could do in the future. So with that, thank you for watching this quick logo design challenge video. I'm going to do another one of these following this to keep it rolling. But please comment, like, subscribe. I've started to look at the statistics, and I'm actually getting a lot of subscribers are actually liking and engaging with the videos. So I really appreciate that. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you're new, subscribe. And please email, because I'm always open for information, feedback, but also ideas. You know, like doing this now, I would love to have some people dropping, like towns and villages and cities, or drop a pin here and design something for me. So for them type thing. So with that, thank you very much for watching. Diolch yn fawr am gwylio and following the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you very much.